Vaughn Rice, who was pretty quiet in the first half, drives to the bucket and rolling. You know, that's a strange rim down there. I think we've got a BRIT record with 3 stuck balls today that have been pinned between the glass and the backboard.
I've never seen that before.
No.
It maybe happens once a year in practice in the games. Happened 3 times in one day today.
You got it. And so Vaughn Rice is what looked like a nice move to the basket. It rolled around and came out. So not the friendliest rim over there.
They're having a tough time in the first half getting any ball to go near the hoop. So
here we go. Second half underway. 52-24. Winnipeg in front. And Garcia still running the show. He's not looking for his shot. He's trying to be the setup guy. Sanskrit's still in the game. He's been red hot. And putting up just his foot on the line. Otherwise, he had a 3 there. That's number 11 for Sisler. Lucky Montiero, who saw some time early, but then was on the bench for most of the first half. Turnover.
Good tip there with number 15.
Sanskrit catching the ball.
No foul there. I thought he got hammered there going to the basket.
A little bit of the thigh from Vaughn Rice, but no call. Sanskrit played it pretty casual. Wow.
Nothing's going right for Luther tonight.
Fry would have had to grow about another 1.5 feet to catch that one. Pass getting away from Joey Tiefenbach.
Boy, this Sisler team has really impressed me with their quickness. They get up and down the floor probably as fast as any team in this tournament this year. Yeah,
and they hung in with a real big size mismatch earlier. I couldn't believe that. I mean, they have... If we take average height, they have no height to speak of. I'm not sure who on their team is really that big, but the guys they have out on the floor, it's the Rat Pack. And now ball going back and forth, gets away from Joey Tiefenbach, but it's called off of one of the Sisler players, so Luther will keep possession underneath Sisler's basket. 54-24 right now.
Luther likes to push the ball up when they can. They've got a few players that can go up and down the floor.
But not the team speed of Sisler.
No, you're right. No, if they could use their size a bit better, they'd be hanging in there. But down by 30 with 6:20 left in the third quarter.
We've got Scott Moore here now taking Scott Hawley's place. Scott Hawley was trying to get the Iron Man award here, doing every broadcast of the day, but he's going to pack it in for tonight.
I think he knows every name at BRIT off by heart now.
And I think he can learn it in about a half a quarter. It's amazing. Feel a little self-conscious sitting beside him, having a peek down at the score sheet. Vaughn Rice, well, I think he was intending that for Van Burk, but Fry had cut across the key, and I don't know how to say take it away, but he caught the air and pass and put a little jump hook in. So
nice soft shot that fell in there.
Yeah, bounced around, nice fell in. 54-26, Luther. Well behind. There's a wide open look, and nothing.
Boy, they're still content to shoot the 3, and they're making them right now. That's rubbing salt in the wound right now by hitting those threes.
Sereno doesn't look like he's got spent much time working on his inside game there. He's playing tough D right now, and Fry gets bounced around. Did he roll his ankle? He's got a brace on that one. He comes up a little gingerly, not in a big hurry to get back.
There's Sisler running up and down the floor again. Yeah, boy, they get up and down as fast. As I said before, I'm impressed with their transition game.
Lucky Montiero putting in a basket for Sisler. Now what's going to happen here?
Smart play by number 32 there. Yeah. Not to pick up the ball to get a travel.
Yeah, and he shielded off the Luther player, so one of his teammates got there ahead of time and kept possession for at least a bit of a shot.
Vaughn Rice with a nice crossover going to the basket.
Yeah, well now he's a giant out there. It's small ball all around. Houston putting up ball that rims out from the 3-point line.
Nice
dish.
Inside.
And nice patience there as Tiefenbach had the ball well under the basket and waited for the defender to go up and then put it up and in. So 59-28, 4:29 in the third quarter. From the corner, a little pump fake and that running, whatever that is.
The running teardrop, like to call it. And
well, I think these guys are watching Sportsline or Sports Desk too much because that's the kind of thing that makes a highlight reel. But I think you got to be about 6'7", not 5'7", make that thing drop in on any consistent basis.
As a coach, you don't like a player taking those shots, and makes you cringe a little bit.
So we're going to name names now. Scott Moore is a big-time coach here at Bedford Road. He's an assistant with the senior team and then also coaches the Frosh team. Scott Hawley, who was here before, is sandwiched in between there with the juniors. How many years you been doing that double duty?
It's number 6 right now. Been doing both teams for 5.5 now.
Maybe, I think there's got to be a pay raise in there for you.
Well, that's what I'm hoping.
Let me put in a good word here. And,
maybe some administrators are listening right now.
Yeah. And now you're doing this here, one of the last people in the gym, last person to go home.
Boy, that number 11, Lucky Montero's come out from fire in the second half here.
Yeah,
looking to score every time he gets the ball.
That's what you got to do. You get your opportunity. That's a 5-second call there, or maybe it was a 10-second call.
Hey, Vic, I think you need to be on the floor reffing right now. You're making the call before the refs are right now.
Well, actually, the 6 other. Oh no, this left side. We got some folks here. This has got to be the Luther contingent here. This one set of bleachers is still actually got.
Stay until the very end.
Yeah,
here.
they drove up. That doesn't surprise me. I mean,
football.
Smaller school, you get to know people a lot better, and so Luther got a tall order here as they are trailing 61-30. Throwing the ball all the way across to Lucky, and he sends the ball back.
Favorite spot.
Favorite spot is
left 3-pointer there. Hits again.
Sereno. Lighting them up, 64-30 for the Sisler Spartans.
Great defense on top there, number 3.
And Houston got called for a push. I think he took his big old behind there and boxed out a little too aggressively.
Pushed him a little too hard there.
Yeah.
I don't mind that every once in a while. It shows he's being aggressive. And
yeah, you hate to have a guy with that much size not find out what his limits are and what he can put to use in the game. So now he knows. And Garcia with the ball. There's that. We saw that move the last time down the floor too. He's wide open there. Daniels, after sitting down with some early foul trouble, coming back hard. That's
number 13 for the Sisler.
We haven't mentioned his name not much. That's Nathaniel Negrich is how they're saying it on the other mics.
Pushed him from behind there on the break on the left side of the floor, and foul was called.
Inbounding is
Drew Hunter, which is the same name as the head coach for Luther, Drew Hunter as well.
Okay, well.
No relation there,
No, they didn't even put a junior behind it. Maybe we'll do that.
Pretty young
I bet he wouldn't like that.
Pretty young coaching staff Luther has down there. They're all very good basketball players that have played at U of R before, and real good guys.
You say they're young, are they?
Yeah.
They're about your age. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. You played in your U of S days. You got to know some of those guys.
Played against those guys, yeah.
And going almost coast to coast there is Tiefenbach with a layup for Luther, making it 32-64. 2 minutes. Coming up on 2 minutes in the third quarter. Garcia with the ball down low to Taylor.
They really swing the ball around pretty well on the outside, this Sisler team does. And once again, number 32, Abraham Daniels hits a 3 in the corner.
Yeah, he's definitely one of their starters. It was just the foul trouble that had him on the bench just in case the game was close. I think they wanted to make sure that he was available. The last couple times down here on defense, the Luther team just seems like there's not that energy in their defense. They're really collapsing in the paint, and Sisler can reverse that ball at will.
It's like a shooting range out there.
Yeah.
Sisler.
I mean, these guys are
when they want. Here goes again, 3-pointer from the corner.
Yeah,
number 32. This
is practice right now.
Yeah,
Luther's got to pick up their defense if they don't want to be really embarrassed here. And as a coach, I would think, here's where I'd want to call a timeout. We were wondering about the timeout as Milton puts up a nice inside shot off the glass and gets fouled. But there's no reason with the Sisler team shooting as well as they are to be playing a zone and a collapse zone at that. They're not getting beat inside. They're getting a light shot out on them.
Yeah.
I think I'd be changing my strategy, or at least call my timeout and
changing something anyway.
Well, and get these guys in there playing with some energy.
Yeah. No, you're right. There just seems to be no life in there. I mean, there's not that many people in the gym right now, but you're still playing for some pride right now.
Just got a little note here. Thanks for the email, James. And I think this is the fellow who sent us an email yesterday. He blew out his knee, number 21, for the Spartans. Didn't make the trip, and they're also missing, he says, Xavier Smith. So we hope those guys are going to be able to get back. I think
big players.
Tournaments always make your team stronger, win or lose. It's to get that concentration of playing time in a couple 3 days and play 3-4 games. So
that Abraham Daniels on fire right now. He's doing it from inside and outside, spin move in the post there.
72-37. Third quarter winding down here under a minute. Drew Hunter going to the basket. Thought the ball got away. He got it back and tries to get his own rebound, but it gets away. And Garcia going to bring it up for
If they're missing
Sisler.
two of their better players right now, I'd hate to see the score. They would have had a real good game against. They had a good game against Handsworth. It would have been interesting to have a 6'8" post play against Handsworth, 6'11" player. Oh.
And you got to think, given that this is basketball, and you look at most of the players that Sisler's got on the floor. Let's just see where Xavier Smith,
6'8".
6 foot. Buller, yeah, Buller 6'8". So there you go. Yeah, that would change the style right there, wouldn't it? Xavier Smith, 6'2". So yeah, Sisler definitely showing up here, knowing they're hamstringed a bit without their big guys.
They're putting in a good effort though tonight.
Yeah.
They had a real good game this afternoon as well.
And we want to correct something we were saying earlier. We said that, and I guess I was just thinking there was no mercy for the, it was kick a guy when he's down, thinking that these guys would be, the loser would be playing Saturday morning at 8. But actually, this being game 11, the winner still would go on to the consolation final tomorrow at 6 o'clock. That's game 18. And at this point, you got to think that's going to be Sisler as the horn goes to end the third quarter, 72-38. Luther, should they be unable to close the 34-point gap right now.
In these short quarters, 8-minute quarters, real tough to score every time down and have a few stops along the way there.
They're looking at walking out of here tomorrow. Game 17 goes at 4:30. Should we be on time, and we'll try to if we get behind, we'll try to post on there just how far behind we are, but don't treat that as gospel.
The more, sorry to cut you off there, Vic.
That's fine.
The more I watch this Winnipeg team play, the more I'm impressed. I mean, they could play with anybody in this tournament if they're firing on all cylinders. They move the ball well. All 5 guys on the floor are real good athletes. They D up as well as any team in this tournament so far.
And Garcia's got the quickest release. I didn't see Dixon play for Fian, but I know he's got a good shot outside there and an all-around game. But
he takes a lot. He takes a lot of shots as well, and I guess when you're that good, you can take that many shots. Hopefully this quarter, Luther will get some fire in their belly here, and
I think, I don't know. I mean, Sisler's been substituting quite freely from maybe halfway through the first quarter, I think. So, and their bench really isn't. Well, of course, it's not that long. They got 2 guys at home, so that's good for them. They're getting everybody. And speaking of getting everybody in, here we do have 25. Now that's a fellow that hasn't been. Alex Babinski hasn't been on the court, and so it looks like 4 subs reporting. Well, that is all the bench they have.
Yeah, that's it. It's going to be a full change next time.
Yeah.
Oh, nice transition by Luther there with number 10 Taylor Tiefenbach finishing the nice feed.
So we're going to see some subs here as the starters for Sisler, if you want to call them that, will be coming out. All but one of them. I don't know if that'll be Garcia to stay in. 72-40.
Well, it's good to see Luther's in man right now. They look a little bit more inspired.
Yeah.
And they're still. Winnipeg still seems to go where they want, when they want. And nice shot there by Abraham
Daniels.
Abraham Daniels.
You're You're right. That is probably a coaching adjustment to try and get his guys to become a little more active.
Yeah.
All right, here come the subs. 15, 2, 25, and 31 for Sisler. And who's going to stay in the game? Garcia? No, somebody.
32, Abraham Daniels stays in the game.
Yes, no. Oh, now Sisler's going to try and play 4-on-5. It looks like. Oh, back out comes number 12.
No, number 3.
Number 3
coming back in.
Okay,
some confusion on the Winnipeg bench.
So somebody's going to get the shift over to, and it looks like it's going to be number 2. Olias going to play point guard though.
Yeah.
And for Luther, it's 13. I'll just go through here.
First touch, Curtis Sangsgret. Not working the ball around at all. Just
put it up. Hey, this is your chance.
Yeah.
White threes picking up this foul. Soriano. For Luther, we've got number 6 Christian Yang, number 14 Ben Miski. Yeah, these are names. Man, I was just getting the hang of some of the other ones. These are names I haven't said too much. Well, there goes Scott Milton.
Nice flash
inside.
To the ball there by number
Milton.
12.
Yeah.
And
so 42.
Patrick Neufeld came the ball there.
Okay. 42 for Luther, 77 Sisler. And
it's like a brand new game out there right now with
fresh legs.
Fresh legs from everybody.
Let me just get the Luther names out here. What did I say? I said 6 Christian Yang, 13 Keenan Gunzel. Hope these are recognizable. I won't say they hope they're correct. Well, I hope they're correct too. Going strong to the basket is Tiefenbach, number 10. Taylor, that is. Taylor Tiefenbach. 13 is out there. Okay, that was Gunzel. I keep seeing the same guys. Milton. Scott Milton, and I'm missing somebody. Is that
number 14 there?
Christian Yang, Taylor Tiefenbach, Keenan Gunzel, Mischke, and Milton. There, I think I've got them all. At the line is Taylor Tiefenbach. Made the first one, 43 now to 79.
You know, when we played him this afternoon in the afternoon game, number 10 really impressed me with his aggressiveness and quickness. He still wants to win out there. He's still going hard and
having these guys, these Tiefenbach brothers on the team. I mean, you got to know there was a lot of driveway games and maybe hockey or some other sports too. So no shortage of competitive spirit when you got a family that's involved in sports. Wide open look.
Off the picket fence there. It's almost watching the Hoosiers.
What are they doing?
Jimmy Chitwood coming off the picket fence.
And there's a guy who doesn't need 20 feet of open court to knock it down. It was red hot, and that's Sansegret from Sisler put in a 3 there. Milton's having a nice inside game. They're feeding the big guy, making it 82-45 as Milton put in 2 again, and that's his move.
And all his shots are high percentage.
Yeah.
But right now it's 3 for Winnipeg, 2 for Luther, and that's not going to come back. That's not going to help a team come back when you're down 30.
5:16 to go.
Oh, back in the little Shaq nose there.
Doing it the other way where he's pivoted to his right and then put it in with the other hand. You don't see that too often.
Number 31, Jonar Huertas with the post move from the 3-point line, backing him in.
And while we've had some other fellas in the tournament that you don't quite know how it is they take their lack of height and be an inside presence. But he's doing just that.
Oh, it's going in. Lots of fakes.
Yeah.
Dribbling the ball. Back. Remind a little Shaq there. Just only thing didn't do was the dunk at the end.
Back into the game for Sisler is Abram Daniels, number 32.
I don't know why he's back in the game, being up by almost 40 right now.
Who came out? Number 3.
Number 3 did.
Soriano. Now and he's putting on his. I don't know. He's out anyway. Bringing up the ball for Luther is number 13, and he sends it over to Christian Yang, who puts it into Mill. A couple of baseline guys open. 2 guys flashed at the same time, and they.
It's a second or 2 late all the time. That's
Somebody's forgotten who they're guarding. As Luther's number 10, Taylor Tiefenbach, was wide open that whole trip down the court. Unfortunately, the pass went wide and out of bounds, so bringing it back up is
Number 2.
Oleus,
yeah.
And Sanskrit, is he going to shoot again? Oh, look at that.
He
Quick
wanted
quick hands by Scott Milton. Knocked it away.
Knocked it away, yeah.
He was a long way from his comfort zone out in the perimeter.
Number 13 up top.
Keenan Gunzel.
Yeah, I was going to say, didn't look too comfortable with the ball up there.
Sanskrit's going to give it up. No.
Yeah.
Makes another. He's having a career.
Boy, he's pretty confident right now playing against these Luther guys. And
41 point lead. You know, at the end of the first half, Coach Hawley mentioned that at this rate it was going to be 100 points, and that's
he's not far off
16
right now.
With 32-minute game.
3.5 minutes left. Foul. I think the ref missed one there.
This is just a shooting gallery for these Winnipeg boys.
I think the refs want to go home as badly as Luther does as well.
It's not that it's being sloppy with lots of infractions let go. It's just that there's not much defense there.
Nice.
Oh, my.
Nice. He showed some agility there for going to the basket.
Yeah,
Number
reverse
25,
layup.
Scott Milton.
Reverse layup.
Got fouled with the body. Nice move. Milton at the line. 3 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. Winnipeg 86, Regina Luther 47.
And it's a timeout called here by I'm going to say, Sisler.
I don't know. Wait a sec. Who's running the timeout down there?
Looks like the BRIT hostesses are running the timeout.
BRIT team hostesses are going to call a play.
There's a then they did. They did. She had that.
That's one for the books right there. I've never seen a BRIT team hostess.
Where's our camera?
Call a play there. Wow. They're having fun down there in the bench. It's good to see.
Well, look at that. That was Thiessen and
Richard.
And Richard. Teresa Thiessen and Danielle Richard. Little promotion from team hostesses to head coach.
Well, after our game today against Luther, I'm scared they may take our job as head coach of
the host Redmond.
Yeah, jeez.
Now they're having a good laugh over that. That's nice to see different things. Yeah. Or at least some different things. Looks like we got a new Big Red mascot, and he only got the name half right. It's Big Pink. I'm going to turn my head. I don't want to see that. Bedford Road mascot, Big Red, noticeably absent.
Not really pumping up this crowd like he was earlier in the night.
So Milton at the line here. I guess he's trying to make a 3-point play. I wonder how many points he's got. And he does.
That's a smooth stroke for
48,
Scott Milton.
48-86. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left to go here tonight in this last game of the Bedford Road Invitational.
Ouch! What happened?
Ankles got crossed, and nothing intentional, I don't think, but 13 for Luther. Had a little full court pressure. I don't know if
that was quite a crossover. I think that tripped over his own feet, and he went down hard.
Yeah, so he's still kind of gimpy there. There's going to be another trip if he gets too close because he's not back at 100% just yet. Daniels with the ball now for Sisler.
Shake and bake up top.
And foul called there by referee Karl Jaworski.
Oh, no bonus yet.
Well, those lights haven't been right here, so I don't know if Luther's really in the bonus yet or not.
Sisler on the baseline. Sisler.
Into Ole's. Misses that shot, and limping his way up the court is number 13 for Luther. Dangerous cross-court pass there. My goodness, these guys' legs have just given out. Guys are wobbling and leaning and...
Good.
The big guys,
high-low in there, yeah. Nice job.
And Milton with
Where
another
was that
2
earlier
points.
in the game? Boy,
I don't think their height matches up as well against you as it does against this group that's on the floor for Sisler.
So
50. They broke 50 now. Luther trailing by 36.
Good job for number 13.
And they make a steal.
Keenan Genzel takes it all the way to the basket.
And in for
nice
2.
Layup, yeah.
Mount the comeback with 2:08.
It's never too late.
I think we're going to get it. They're going to call another timeout. Here comes some subs.
No.
Yeah. Oh, come on, Coach. 34 points, 2 minutes. I think you're safe. Maybe it's just too sloppy.
Still shooting again.
And even Sanskrit's called off. Well, maybe you do have to stop the bleeding. Okay, Luther's number 14. Now, that's Ben Miskey getting a touch.
6 taking the ball to heart.
And
basket pretty hard.
It's so hard when you're 5'8" to do that finger roll stuff. You know what I mean? Sanskrit. Oh, nice play. He may get.
Oh, and he got away with one there.
Was his foot on the line?
Oh, I think they're getting away with one. He gets the ball back, but I think he was being a little too casual.
He was led too far and somehow managed to reach out and throw it back between his legs without putting the ball out of bounds. And the Luther defender hustling back had to go off his kneecap. Unfortunate, wasn't rewarded for that hustle. Another kick ball out of bounds. Reset to 30.
They're trying to get Garcia in the double screen coming across. There he comes. Oh, he's got it.
Okay, he's going to go.
Garcia for 3.
As he just about landed
on
a
just
foot.
Jacking right now.
Yeah. 14 with the rebound. Miskey's outlet pass here and bringing the ball up. Seems to have shaken off the stumble he had.
Oh, shoot it.
Miskey. Or Gunzel, pardon me.
There, little high-low again. Good for him.
Getting the ball into Milton, and now he's trying to set up his counterpart. Little return to favor, but the ball gets away, and it's just a scramble there. 3 guys on the floor, and 2 of them out of bounds. We've got a minute and 1 second. Winnipeg Sisler Spartans well ahead for much of this game, 86-52, and now we're under a minute. Garcia bringing the ball up.
Walking the ball up.
Yeah.
Still running plays.
Trying to get Daniels open on the wing. He's got the ball. Sends it around. They're going to try and swing open Garcia again. Yeah, here he gets the ball.
I'm this team right now. There.
Oh, there's a nice change. And
great pass from Garcia.
Huertas puts it up as he was leaning off balance. So it's 88-52. Thank goodness we're not going to see 100. I don't think that would be.
Well, I think if we had a regulation game, there could be 100 points there.
Yeah. And Daniels brings it up. He's looking to get the ball to Huertas, and now they set it up, reversing it to Garcia. There goes that little fake from the corner, and out of control. Who's he giving the foul to here? I thought he had position, but you're right. Big guy was standing there. Did he reach?
I think he had body position, but I think he got a little lazy there and just slapped his hand down on the way down. So,
you know, as a coach, you hate seeing your guys bail out the other team. Huertas was out of control. Yeah. He'd beat 2 guys, so to speak. 89 as he rolls in that first free throw, 17.7 seconds left.
I think they're going to get to 90 here. It doesn't happen very often. The BRIT game hits 90.
90 it is.
Yeah.
And
they're calling off the dogs. They're not setting up the press. Just 10 seconds left.
We got a lot of dribbling going on, and Garcia gets an unnecessary foul as he jumped in the air to try and intercept that pass.
I don't think these guys wants to go home tonight.
No.
And still not in the bonus. 8.7 seconds
left.
Gunzel
to inbounds. Gets it to Milton, who sends it, to number 12, who gets it to Milton and didn't quite go in this time, right under the basket, and the game is over. Garcia threw up a half-court shot, contested, when they lead 90-52, a 38-point lead.
Well, when they're going in like that, the rim seems huge.
But why are you shooting when you can dribble out the shot clock? I guess they're just happy to see the ball go in.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's it. 90-52 once again. Winnipeg Sisler defeating Luther of Regina. Winnipeg will be playing in the consolation final. Game 18, check the website. That game scheduled for 6 p.m. local time. And game 17 at 4:30, just the game before that, going to be Luther's last BRIT 2005 experience.
Well, it's still early on the West Coast, isn't it? So
11:30 here, and we're done.
Well, it was a good half to do with you, Vic.
I enjoyed it.
In the booth, best seats in the house. The skybox.
Not that we didn't have a bit of choice here after about the first quarter.
Well,
we're gonna go ahead.
We'll see you tomorrow, and Thanks again, Vic.
Yeah, we're going to wrap it up here. Once again, if there are those of you that were listening and enjoyed the game, please send us an email. Let us know where you're from. Doesn't have to be much, but we'd like to know a little bit about our audience and how it's going. So pictures are going to get up sometime tomorrow. Not all our photographers have submitted them. They're coming in at different times, and so we have to rebuild the gallery pages, but we'll definitely get some up. Some of you have mentioned that you've been looking and hadn't seen them. They are on their way. They're built. They just have to get uploaded. We are going to be doing both semifinals and the final, and I think we're also doing the third place game. One of our Bedford-owned students, Devin Haru, is going to sit down and try his hand at commentating. Grade 12 student, our SRC leader. I think he's definitely got eyes on his career in journalism. Some of the local media are probably already worried about their job with Devin, who's got lots of ideas and energy and bleeds Bedford red. We've had a few of those guys the last couple of years, so that's good to see. Really helps the school spirit. Video is going up as quick as we can get it, so come back again, www.britbasketball.net. You obviously know where it is if you're listening to me now. Bookmark it, and good night from the Bedford Road Gymnasium, where all those young guys are shooting away with the balls that didn't get put away. Yeah. He's made his choice. It's not basketball. Good night. Enjoy. See you tomorrow.